Breaking news. The fearmongering doesn't work. That's the breaking news. As so-called experts are wondering, oh my God, why hasn't there been more fake bird flu cases in the last 3 months? Now this is puzzling the experts, scratching their noggins going, I can't understand why there ain't no more bird flu in the last 3 months. I had to do a southern accent. Hey man, why hasn't there been a... Anthony Fauci want to know why there hasn't been any bird flu diagnoses. Huh? Then the Center for Disease Creation, the CDC, the Center for Disease Creation says, well, you know, farm workers probably are avoiding testing now, and there are cases that are going undetected in animals, blah, 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 blah. Now, let's keep in mind that California has been the epicenter of the fake bird flu. But they've only seen, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 cases between March and April, none in May. So, sounds like a huge nothing burger, because that's what COVID was. It's all BS. Okay, if anybody gets really sick from anything, it could be frequencies, could be what you've abused your body with, such as the quaxines. Now, the Center for Disease Creation says, well, you know, this could just be the reason why is because it's seasonal. You know, the last 3 months, let's see, it's May, so April, March, February. 3 months ago was February. That could be when basically is what they're saying, when the flu season ends, and maybe that they're saying it's a seasonal pattern. That's why it could be why we're having a lull with this fake bird flu nonsense. But the Center for Disease Creation says still we should be having some severe cases somewhere. Donde están? Where are they? They're asking. Others warn that surveillance has weakened due to staffing shortages and reduced federal efforts. Oh yeah, it's saying immigrant workers are disproportionately affected by this fake bird flu, and perhaps they're not being tested. They're hiding or shunning being tested because they're afraid of being deported, which masks the real situation we have with the fake bird flu. That's what they're saying. Center for Disease Creation, other so-called experts. Wait a minute. First of all, they're invaders. They're not immigrant workers on farms. They're invaders if they're afraid of being deported. They're not here legally, right? Am I here legally, man? No, they're not. If they're afraid of being deported, that means they're here illegally. They're working here illegally. But that's a weird thing to say. They're disproportionately affected by the bird flu, and they're not being tested. They don't want to be tested because they might be deported. Why are they disproportionately affected by bird flu? Are they just bringing the diseases from the third world countries? You know, poor hygiene and, you know, stuff like that. Why would they, the invaders that you call immigrants who are working on farms, be disproportionately affected by the fake bird flu as opposed to Americans? It makes no sense. What is it, discriminatory bird flu? It affects the third world countries and the invaders more than it does Americans. This shit makes no sense. You know what it is? This whole thing is dead on arrival. Alright? Dead on arrival. It's BS. There are no viruses. There's frequencies. There's shitty poison food. There's a bunch of fatzos out there that are sedentary, that are just eating crappy food, not exercising, breathing the fresh chemtrail. They are not mitigating or offsetting any of the toxins that are being thrown our way. There's a lot of that going around. There's a lot of sheeple injecting things into them, muzzling up. I was just at Kroger today, and this girl that works at the self-checkout front end, she's wearing a muzzle, and her face is red as all get out, like her cheeks and everything, and I don't know how she does it. She looks like she's gonna croak. She's only like 21. It's ridiculous where we're at. It's ridiculous. What's next up? Oh, SPARS. That's the simulation they did several years ago that begins the fall of 2025 and ends, I think, February 2028. I think it's some kind of virus that comes out of Oklahoma, according to simulation, but makes its way to Georgia. Yeah, it lasts like from the fall of this year to February 2028. Spars. That's on deck, unless they forget about that, because we're supposed to have an alien invasion. Whatever happened to that? Wasn't that on the bingo card? The New World Order bingo card, wasn't it? Is it still? I don't know. This whole thing is dead on arrival. So despite the decline, researchers stress that the H5N1 remains a threat. It's a big nothing burger, but it remains a threat. So it's still this is a thing that they still could drum up, the fear-mongering. It's a big nothing burger, but researchers stress that the fake bird flu is still a threat. Ongoing studies aim to track exposure, but funding and political challenges hinder preparedness efforts. Of course, political challenges? You better get out of town with this fucking mess. The fact of the matter is, it wouldn't matter if politics wouldn't matter if this was really a real thing. It wouldn't matter. But the fact that it isn't real, well, then politics matter. I guess there's one side that wants to push the fake scamdemic crap and go for tyranny and stuff like that. And there's another group of people that just says, hey, leave me the fact alone. All right, if it was a real virus, if it really was real, I got an immune system. Damn it, I'm an autonomous being. I have a right to not be mandated to wear muzzles and roll up my sleeves for injections. It is what it is. If this was a real thing, then I have a right to go about my business. And if I get sick, I get sick. I have an immune system, blah, 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 Then there's the other side that just wants you to roll up your sleeves, quarantine, lockdown, kill mom and pop store businesses, kill the economy even more, fuck everything up, and bring in the Great Reset. So this whole thing is just nothing but nonsense, and I'm sick and tired of it. Now, this topic is not at the forefront whatsoever at all. There's other things at the forefront, mainly politics, which you could get your steady doses of politics at other channels. You're not going to get that here. I'll mention some things from time to time, but politics, and maybe if I did a fast read headline like I was doing for a long time and kind of sort of stopped doing, right now for my life, the way it's going, the busyness that is, I rather do just shorter videos and focus on one topic if possible. Last night I did a 20-minute video that felt like forever to put it together, that addressed several different types of topics, but I want to do it this way for the foreseeable future. Oh my God, we have the Center for Disease Creation officials next up. Oh, here's what they're saying. Seasonality. I didn't know that was a word. Seasonality, or surveillance failure is the question. More like sick and tired. We're sick and tired. It's nonsense. Here's one possible explanation that the Center for Disease Creation's officials are going with. Here's look. Listen to this. Listen to this. Get this. One possible explanation is natural seasonality. Natural seasonality. It sounds like a sophisticated phrase, right? Natural seasonality, meaning we're cyclical. Trees fall off in the fall. Leaves fall off of trees in the fall. People generally get sick around fall because their bodies accumulating toxins. We're cyclical, just like the trees, and we're purging toxins. Trees purge these old leaves, and they grow new leaves in the spring. Healthy trees, that is. And if you've accumulated a lot of toxins and you're not mitigating that process, you're not exercising those toxins out of you somehow, then by fall you're gonna be down for the count. Your body's gonna have to let you put you at ease, or rest, I should say, not even at ease. Just you're in bed for a couple days. You're purging all these toxins. You got snots coming out of your nose. You got fever and all this stuff, right? Now, I've been recording for how many years? And every day, just about, right? Every fucking day. There's only a couple of times you've seen me on here be sick, and it didn't last long. I think I did have a spell, for lack of better words, where I got sick in the spring. Could be chemtrails. Who the hell knows? It made me sick. But over the years, I would be not sick like and flu-like, but very weakened compared to what I am now. Like running at 60% capacity instead of 100. You know what I'm saying? But that's few and far between, because over the years I've learned how to treat my body better. I work out really hard, try to eat as healthy as possible. It's not perfect, obviously. It's not perfect. Who's going to be perfect? I'm not, as far as anything, and my diet included. But it's a lot more perfected than it used to be when I was 240 pounds. With that said, we are cyclical. So here's what the Center for Disease Creation says. CDC officials note that bird flu cases historically peak in the fall. They historically peak in the fall and early winter, coinciding with wild bird migrations. Seriously? If this pattern holds, the current lull may be temporary. Translation: this is the flu. This is the COVID. This is what has influenced you to be sick over time, and your body's finally purging those toxins in the fall. It's a big nothing burger. No further questions. Where's my gavel? No, if I'm an attorney. No further questions, Your Honor. I rest my case. No further evidence, Your Honor. No further exhibits, Your Honor. I rest my case. Okay, here's the judge. It's a spring for my trampoline. I use it to bend. Here's the judge. Case dismissed. Case dismissed. This is a nothing burger, man. It's cyclical. They're trying to say, well, the reason why it's a lull is because, the bird flu peaks in the fall and the winter time. But, we're in the spring, so we're in a lull. Yeah, we're in a lull, mofos. It's because this is normal. This is you're trying to make something out of nothing because you're trying to go for medical tyranny. You're trying to go for depopulation. We got you. We're watching you. Yeah, we got it. That's it. I'm done. That's it. All right, let me upload it. Thanks for watching. Don't be troll out there. If you see a troll, say something. And as they say in Canada, I am out.